Good evening, I'm Sonia Kaliselvam and this is KiniNews. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim clarified today that electricity tariffs will only be raised for industrial users and the ultra-rich. When asked for clarification about his previous remarks by one Ahmad Faisal, one Ahmad Kamal today, this was what he said.
Jadi kita kena terima kenyataan kenaikan tarif yang munasabah bagi industri dan golongan kaya. Dan saya sebut di depan peniaga-peniaga semalam, kita tidak akan tolak ansur, kita terpaksa naikkan. Tetapi tidak melibatkan 85% rakyat yang berhormat. Dengar betul-betul ni, dengar dengan sentimen marah je. Ini masalah. Ini penyakit marah, bukan penyakit fakta ekonomi. Jadi saya nak jelaskan di sini, ini kenyataannya. Apa yang disebut oleh TNB secara umum, itu kita dah tegur. Kerana kenyataan ini umum. Saya katakan patut cerakin apa dia untuk kategori yang dinaikkan. Saya tegaskan semula, kenaikan kadar elektrik untuk industri akan berlaku mengikut kaedah ICPT mulai Julai. 85% rakyat tidak akan terkesan dengan kenaikan ini.
BN chairperson Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has stated that there were no talks about removing MCA from the coalition. Yes, more on that.
BN chairperson Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has confirmed that there were no discussions about removing MCA from the coalition. He said such a notion could only be proposed by those who are daydreaming and described MCA as a core party of BN.
Kita sangat adamant, ya, kita sangat jitu di dalam mengekalkan rakan-rakan parti-parti komponen trust dalam Barisan Nasional. Dan kita tidak akan pernah terpengaruh dengan mana-mana desakan untuk penyingkiran mana-mana parti komponen di dalam Barisan Nasional. Okay. Ada perbincangan ke sebelum Datuk Seri untuk mengeluarkan MCA daripada... tidak pernah. Hanya mereka yang mimpi siang hari saja yang mencadangkan perkara itu berlaku.
Zahid added that BN component parties enjoy a solid understanding with each other, with the coalition also being backed by other parties under the Friends of BN category. He was responding to a question on MCA President Wee Ka Siong's claim that certain outsiders have suggested that UMNO expel MCA from BN.
An UMNO leader had also commented on the matter earlier, saying that no party, including DAP, had made such a request.
UMNO Supreme Council member Abdul Rahman Dahlan has denied claims of discussions on removing MCA from the BN coalition. Rahman reportedly said that no party, including DAP, has asked for MCA to be expelled from BN. He was quoted by Sina Harian as saying that as a founding member of BN, he sees no reason to remove the party from the coalition. He said as far as he knew, there has been no discussion within UMNO that MCA should be expelled, so he doesn't know how the story could have come up. Rahman added that he understands that there is competition between MCA and DAP in terms of gaining the support of the Chinese. However, he believes any party that has a clear policy for the development and interests of the Chinese people will definitely get their support. Previously, MCA President Wee Ka Siong had claimed that outsiders had suggested UMNO expel MCA from BN and that the party was now waiting for UMNO's decision. While not naming anyone, Wee alleged that the same individuals had previously accused MCA of betraying the Chinese community due to its ties with UMNO.
Before we move on, if you like access to news like this and more, scan the QR code on the screen and subscribe to Malaysia Kini. Meanwhile, a past leader has suggested that DAP send their leaders who are ministers to learn Islamic basics instead of teaching past about Chinese names.
Past Information Chief Ahmad Fadli Shari has hit back at DAP over a report that they are prepared to seek funding to organize a course for past leaders and members on Chinese surnames and culture. In a post on Facebook, Fadli sarcastically thanked DAP for offering to pay for lessons, but said it would be better for DAP to enroll its leaders who are ministers in a basic Islamic education class instead. He said this is because there is a DAP minister who said something was a hadith when it wasn't one. He said this is a major insult to the Prophet Muhammad and a far bigger error than misidentifying Chinese names or culture. Without mentioning any names, he stated that there has been no apology for the mistake to this day, as though there was no error. Fadli said this in response to Penang DAP Organizing Secretary Fee Boon Chee, who was reported as saying that the state party chapter is raising funds to provide past leaders and members with the courses courses. According to reports, he said Penang DAP is prepared to secure funds and support from cultural figures to organize these courses, given the frequent inaccurate statements about non-Malay communities bypass.
Next, Muhyiddin Yassin has maintained his not guilty plea in a sedition case.
Former Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin has maintained his innocence over the sedition charge linked to the previous Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Muhyiddin's counsel Amir Hamzah Arshad informed the Kuala Lumpur High Court this morning that the defence is seeking the Federal Court ruling to determine the validity of certain parts of the Sedition Act 1948. The defence intends to file an application under Section 84 of the Courts of Judicature Act 1964 over the matter. The lawyer said this is because the case involved legal issues of unusual difficulty that needed to be ventilated by the Apex Court. Earlier, Muhyiddin maintained his not guilty plea over the sedition charge linked to the allegation he was not invited by the Agong to be sworn in as Prime Minister after the 15th general election in 2022, despite allegedly having the support of 115 out of 222 MPs. Prosecutors had claimed that he uttered the seditious words during the Nangiri by-election campaign on August 14th last year. High Court Judge Muhammad Jamil Hussain has set March 6 for mention of the case for the handing over of documentation.
Malaysia Kini received a legal letter last night warning of contempt proceedings over an article about the corruption scandal in Sabah. The letter came from a law firm representing the Sabah Mineral Management.
A law firm representing Sabah Mineral Management Sendirian Berhad has warned Malaysia Kini of contempt of court proceedings following its article yesterday about the corruption scandal in Sabah. The firm claimed it has obtained an injunction from the Kota Kinabalu High Court in relation to the SMM's lawsuit against its ex-CEO Jonty Enggihon and an external third party Tay Tian Chiang. It said they note with concern that the article contains information and references to the process of licensing for mining, which is the subject of the ongoing legal proceedings and constitutes a breach of the said injunction. It added that under Malaysian law, including the principles of contempt of court, any third party with actual knowledge of an injunction order who knowingly assists or facilitates a breach of such an order may be liable for contempt. The Malaysia Kini report yesterday was about a claim by the whistleblower in the Sabah corruption scandal that he had received an offer to reinstate his company's mining exploration licenses but turned it down. According to the law firm, the article was purportedly in breach of the injunction. It said Malaysia Kini is to stop disseminating videos and articles referenced in yesterday's article and to remove any materials related to the ongoing court proceedings. It added that the news portal has 48 hours to provide written confirmation that it would comply with the injunction and refrain from further publications that may violate the court order. If Malaysia Kini failed to comply with the above, the firm said it has been instructed to take all necessary legal steps to enforce compliance, including but not limited to initiating contempt of court proceedings.
That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Sunay Kaliselvam. Thanks for watching.